Law can be quite confusing. Laque on MDC court cases. A political analyst, Laque has said the court cases on the leadership crisis and the opposition MDC exhibit how confusing law can be. He posted on Twitter after High Court dismissed an application by Charlton Wend, MDC Alliance Secretary General, to block the MaKhupe's camp from recalling MDC Alliance legislators from Parliament. We present Laque's Twitter thread. The Constitutional Court led by Justice Malaba found that Chamisa was president to a party which had participated at the polls and was known as MDC-A according to its electoral and legal documents before his court. Justice Patel observed that the fights pertaining to the rise of NC and the MDC-T had become moot since he had held a congress and was the undisputed leader of that party which participated at the polls, and MaKhupe had done the same. Justice Patel still ordered a fresh Congress. Justice Manongwa at the High Court grants an interim order to stop MaKhupe from receiving money owed to the MDC-A. The ruling effectively recognized the political existence of the MDC-A, separate to the MDC-T, whether as part of it or a separate entity altogether. Justice Chittipi, another High Court judge, recognized the judgment by his sister judge, Justice Manongwa, but still says, "I don't care. Her rulings don't concern me." He says the MDC-A is not a political party and effectively pours oil to this political fight. Wink wink doggy. So now the MDC-A has a parliament which recognizes its existence, a Concourt ruling which recognizes it, 2 High Court judgments which recognize it, and a High Court judgment which doesn't. So which one do they use? Especially in light of Justice Chittipi's bizarre statement. But then, political parties are not registered at the courts. Chamisa can simply decide to move ahead. The confusion might tempt the MDC-A to appeal. But at this pace, the courts will keep them running in circles. Time for disruptive change, if you ask me, Nkosi. Let me proceed it a bit. Justice Chittipi did something confusing. He actually recognized that the MDC_A is a party, since it participated at the polls, and can still do the same. Only concluded that it's not a legal persona, and thus can't be sued or sue. This is confusing. It's key to note that the matter at the courts was not on whether or not the MDC-A was a political party. It was on MPs the MDC-A was claiming to own. The judge says, "No, you don't own them, nor can you appear before the court on their behalf, because you're not a legal persona."